Dude, I'm so good at getting on at exactly 11 a.m. Is anybody home? Hold on. Sexual or violent content is strictly prohibited. All violators will be banned. For questions, please go. Guys, the word prohibited always seemed like to me like a word that allows you to do it. Like, does the word prohibited, when you say, hey, playing basketball here is prohibited, does it not sound like it's okay to do? Like, that's the vibe that word gives off. I don't know, am I stupid? I'm probably stupid. Okay. Someone said ballots will be a Porsche. Jesus Christ. Can you calm down? Okay, no one agrees with me on the prohibited thing. Guys, another impressive thing that I just realized, I say I get on here at 11 a.m., and I get on here exactly at 11 a.m. It's what I do. I nap. I'm sleeping till literally 10:57, and I go to the bathroom, I pee, and I wipe the crust out of my eyes, and then I get on here. It's the most intense thing ever. You were a minute late. Because you're an amazing... See, it's easy for you guys, because all you have to do, you could still be in bed. Oh, it's 2 p.m. for some people. Whatever. Regardless, I got out of bed. I thought it was impressive, and you guys are shutting me down. I think I should go put some pants on. But thanks for sending me a Porsche. It's 9 p.m.? Where are you guys watching from? Where is everyone from in the comments? How is it 9 p.m. somewhere? You watched it out of Uganda? I don't even know. Ireland, Toronto, Houston, Canada, Delaware, Sacramento, California. Someone said they're at Sunspot. Oh, Paris. Someone's watching from Paris. That's incredible. You know, I really take all this for granted until people tell me they're watching from fucking Paris. That's the most amazing thing in the world. I'm going to Australia. Oh, big news. Let me just talk about this. In my last broadcast, remember we talked about, I don't know who was here in my last broadcast, but in my last broadcast, we talked about how I'm going to miss the Teen Choice Awards because Liza's having, because I'm having my podcast that day. And I changed it, and now I'm going to make the Teen Choice Awards. And I feel bad for the people I changed it for because we sold tickets already and we had to change the tickets. But yeah, so now my podcast show is at noon as opposed to it being at 7 p.m. And I think I'm going to make the Teen Choice Awards. I'm not sure. Guys, but better news. What movie did you see with Liza? Oh, we saw The Big Sick. It was really good. It was really, really good. What was I going to say? Oh. The podcast show, we have a live podcast show, and it freaking sold out. Like it's gone. Like you can't buy any more tickets. It's sold out, which is nuts because I don't know. I didn't really think that was going to happen. I hope the people that are going to the podcast show realize that it's just a podcast, that like I'm not going to be dancing, I'm not going to be singing. I hope they realize that they paid $30 to just watch us sit and talk into microphones, which is totally fine, but like just I hope people know that. But if this show goes well, as in if I don't tank and if I don't bomb, which I'm 85% sure I'm going to choke on stage because I have really bad stage fright. And if that doesn't happen, if I'm okay with this and I survive this, we're going to do another show in another city. So where do we go? Where do we I'm thinking Chicago because that only makes the most sense, right? Because we go to California and then we go to Chicago. Anything else doesn't really make sense. Fresno, New York. Yeah, New York. Did someone say Vernon Hills? Vernon Hills, yeah. Probably go to Vernon Hills. Chicago, New York. Okay, a lot of people in New York. Dude, you're the bomb. Go to Pennsylvania. Fuck yeah, I'm on it. Also, all merch is 10% off this week. That's 10% off. All merch if you use the promo code clickbait. And this is the My Merch button. That's where you could buy merch. I was listening to other people's... Who here listens to podcasts regularly? As opposed to who listens to my podcasts... Okay, so there's people that listen to podcasts regularly, And then who listens to podcasts? Who listens to just my podcasts? Because I tried listening to like another stand-up comedian's podcast the other day, and it was really boring. I'm not saying mine are fun, but I've never listened to mine back. But that was the first time I listened to a podcast. I listened to it for like 7 minutes, and I just didn't get it. Are podcasts supposed to be like kind of boring almost? Is that like I'm not trying to be a dick, but like are they supposed to be like kind of like sit back and like relax type like, you know what I mean? Yes, they are. Like I'm assuming they're supposed to be like you sit back and you like like it feels like look at me stuttering. I'm so nervous, guys. I feel like it's supposed to be something like you're hanging out with someone for an hour and a half and you're not talking, you're just listening to them talk. I think that's what it is. But whatever. I'm just gonna keep my podcast the way I'm doing it. I really should have put pants on. I don't have pants on. It's really frustrating. I've been having this thing in my kitchen where there's no food, and I stood up too quick, and I'm really, really fucking dizzy. I don't know why, but someone keeps drinking all my beer, and I don't drink beer, but I love it when it's in my fridge and it looks like I have beer. And like, you know how like, do you guys ever used to watch MTV Cribs? And there just used to be a bunch of like drinks in the fridge. Yeah, that's the way I like to keep my fridge. I don't eat anything ever from my fridge. That's the thing about growing up. And if you're like me, never, ever, 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 ever cook food. Ever. I haven't cooked food. I haven't used a stove once. Not for mac and cheese or anything in the last 3 years that I've moved here. Every meal I do, I eat out. But that doesn't mean I'm going to McDonald's. But like, I eat out every move. The stove is on. What do you mean the stove's on? Some weird voodoo shit if the stove's on, dog. No, it's off. It's all off. Don't scare me like that. Like, look, okay, so the stove looks like it's never been touched because it hasn't. Because Alex doesn't even really live here because he's still at the apartment a lot. And, I mean, these are definitely not touched. I have this thing where I can't use dishes because I can't use, like dishes and silverware because I never want to wash them. Like, I just want to avoid that. And like these are all things my parents said that I would have to grow up and learn how to do, which is so not true. Guys, if you don't want to wash dishes, just buy plastic stuff. So I do. So I use plastic cups and stuff. And my parents got pissed. They're like, "You got to stop using plastic cups, plastic bottles and stuff." So they sent me this thing. I had no idea where this came from, and it's like a water dispenser. And it was for my birthday that they sent it to me. And I called them, like, what is this? And they're like, this is so you don't have to use plastic bottles anymore. And then I was like, well, now I'm just going to have to get plastic cups. So I don't understand why they did that either. That was very pointless to me. But yeah, apparently, I never understood this. Now that we're on the topic of eco stuff, I'll probably talk about this on the podcast too. But now that we're on the topic of being eco-friendly, when you're taking a shower or you're brushing your teeth, why do they always tell you to turn the water off? Isn't it like, can't you does the water get reused? Like what, after you use it, like the water doesn't exist anymore? I've never understood that. Like it's water. It's literally, it can't just dry up. I mean, yeah, I'm sure some of it, guys, someone just called me and it sucks. Did you guys, when someone calls me, does the podcast still? Yeah, sorry, the podcast lagged because someone called me. Guys, if you have my phone number, if you ever find it, or if someone gives it, like if one of my friends gives it to you, literally don't call it. It's the worst. I will never, ever, ever, ever in my life pick up. And it is nothing in the world makes me more angry than someone calling me. It's literally awful. Yeah, I glitched because someone called me. No, but seriously, like, don't. I don't understand why people do it. I don't get it. And don't show up to my house. If you know where my house is, please don't show up to my house. You could show up in front of my apartment all you want. I'll come say hi. But just please don't show up to my house. And I've made that clear in video. I sound like an angry parent. But I've made that clear in videos. And people still show up to my house. And they even show up to my house and they go, oh, I'm sorry, I know I wasn't supposed to show up. Just don't show up. Like, literally just don't. I don't know. It's really, really, really fucking weird. I don't know. Like, it's one thing when you're in an apartment and there's like other people, but like at my house there's only like 3 people here at a time, and I have cameras, and like if you show up uninvited, I will have to call the police, because it's just like I can't, you know what I mean? Like I can't explain it. It just sucks. It sucks. And I'm as much as I am complaining, like I don't mind it. Okay, hold on. I mind it, but that's why I say go to my apartment, because like I'm cool for people trying to say hi to me, but just don't do it in my house. I don't know if that makes any sense, because I know like this is kind of what I signed up for by doing this whole YouTube thing. So I can't completely like one of my biggest pet peeves about celebrities is when they say they can't go out in public anymore because like they get recognized too much. And like as much as I understand what they're saying, they're making so much money, so they shouldn't complain. But at the same time, just don't show up at my house. Okay, I'm done talking about that topic. Okay, people are telling me to go to, you know how I did that contest with the merch, and I'm gonna like surprise people. Oh, thanks for the fireworks. Like I'm gonna surprise people at their house. I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet, and I'm going to do it, and I don't know how to address it yet, because I feel like I don't want people to think like I'm not doing it anymore, because I'm 100% doing it, and I'm super excited to do it. But we're still waiting for like all the orders to be processed. And even if you order the shirt, so basically if you don't know what I'm talking about, I had merch that said David's Vlogs on it, and if you ordered it, I may come and surprise you by delivering it to your house. And the thing about that is even if it does get delivered to your home, like even if you get it shipped to your house, don't worry, because I think it's still going to ship out to everyone, and then I'm going to come surprise you with maybe more merch or another version of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to come once again with another shirt. But I still haven't figured it out. People are saying this is lagging. Guys, I'm literally on my Wi-Fi. That's not possible. Please go to Denver. I really should. Guys, I need to build a pool. Help me out here. What do you guys think? Okay, so this is my backyard. So this is my backyard. I can build a pool there, but the sun never shines. Or I can build a pool here, like right into the ground, but then I lose all this grass space. Or I can build a pool off the edge. So you see that, so it'll start on the edge, and it'll be off the edge. That'd be cool, right? It'd be cool if it was off the edge. But the edge, here's the thing about the edge. The edge is going to be like $500,000. As opposed to being here in the ground, it'd be like $200,000. That's $300,000 difference. Now that's a fucking shit ton of money. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to do a GoFundMe. Come up with some really sad story, like I scratched my arm. No, I'm kidding. I never do that. But let's see what else. And then I have my movie room, which I still need to fill. I had my friends here, Natalie and Reggie, and they interior decorated, and they helped me out so much. This is my movie room that I still haven't figured out either. I have the seats, I have the projector, I have the screen, but I don't have anything to do the sound with, or to do to put the movies in, or to play music or anything. There's no speakers. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, there's this is where we record our podcast. See? Podcast mics ready to go. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm really slacking. I bought a house and I'm not using it to its full potential. And the thing about building the pool, guys, if anybody has parents that build stuff are the head of a contracting company, please let me know, because I'm gonna hook it up, or have you hook it up for me. The thing about building a pool is, yeah, it's expensive, but when you buy a house, this is a little life lesson. Buying a house isn't like you're throwing out money. It's kind of like you're putting all your money into a separate account. So yeah, this house cost $2.5 million, but it's not like buying a car. A car depreciates, properties appreciate. So I can't believe I'm giving you guys a life lesson here. So I'll be able to sell this. If I sell this house in 5 years with a pool, there's a good chance I'll either make around $100,000 off it, or my phone fell on my face. Or I'll lose $100,000, which isn't awful for living in like a pretty nice house for 5 years. Cause that's why that's why what was I saying? Sorry. That's why I got crazy. Someone said 5 years and they were confused. That's why if you rent, okay, so there's, you know those like big Viner, you know the big Vine building that all the Viners live in, that like King Batch, Amanda Cerny, Logan Paul, I don't know if they still live there, but like, you know, like that building where everybody would do it. The rent there, or where Big Nick lives too. Big Nick has a one-room bedroom, and it's $3,000 a month. $3,000 a month, and then the top Viners, like the top people that live there, pay anywhere a little over $10,000 a month to live there. $10,000 a month. That's absolutely insane. You understand why that's ridiculous. Wait, I've never guested people on here. And the thing about renting is you don't get that money back. You're literally just throwing money out. But here, my mortgage is $13,000 a month, which is a shit ton. But I'm not throwing that money out because it's going into the house. It's going into the separate account. Okay, cool. Does that make sense? And yes, I understand that everything here is super, super, super expensive. If I sold this house and I used the money to buy a house back where I'm from in Vernon Hills, literally, I would have a mansion, like a ginormous mansion. And I've tried telling my friends, I've told my friends, I'm like, guys, let's all move to Illinois. We'll live in the suburbs, and we're gonna have an awesome house. We're gonna have an awesome backyard. We're gonna have a bunch of toys, but they won't do it. You also can't really. Jay O'Brien said, "Who is that behind you?" What does that mean? Is someone behind me? Thanks for sending me the Lamborghini. Oh, the Lamborghini says live me on me. FaceTime lives on your computer. I don't have, when are you getting your haircut? I don't want to get a haircut, guys. Haircut, I can't do it. I'm literally terrified of getting a haircut. Does Liza cook? Your stove is on. Stop telling me my stove is on. I checked. It's not on. I don't want to get a haircut because every time I get a haircut, I look like an idiot. I mean, I look like an idiot now, but I look even stupider for like 3 weeks, and it's awesome. I mean, it's awful. Look at me. I can't even. I'm slurring my words. But you should do a breakup prank. Everyone wants me to do a breakup prank. I'm not doing the breakup prank. That's not a thing I do. I hate it. Go see Alex. I can't see Alex. Alex is at the apartment. Alex comes here at night, and then he goes back to the apartment. I don't know why he does that, but he'll spend a couple nights here, but then he'll go back into the apartment. That's where he'll stay. Mostly, this has turned out to quite the hangout spot, guys. I'm very impressed. Or trim it. Okay, this is what happened. If you guys noticed, I kind of got some of my hair cut. And that's because Liza and I were cutting it for a second channel video. And it just didn't turn out. Like, it just wasn't. She was cutting it. It was funny. Like, the intro was funny and everything. And then while she was cutting it, I was so nervous that I wasn't talking. And I'm like, Liza, dude, this isn't going to be a funny video because I'm literally just silent. And we stopped recording it. So she started cutting like a couple things in my hair, and I'm like, Liza, I was just doing it for the video because I really didn't want a haircut, and then we stopped. But we almost filmed the entire thing. Upload it anyway, guys. It'll be if Liza uploads that video, it'll be, hey guys, what's up? We're cutting David's hair today. So guys, welcome back to my second channel or whatever. And then it'll be her snipping like 3 pieces of hair. And then it'll be like, okay, that's it. Thanks, guys. You look like Lucas Graham. I've gotten that a couple times. I kind of see it. I also kind of don't see it. I don't know. I don't really understand. Okay, I got to put pants on. So bear with me. I want to be walking around, but I can't if I don't have pants on. I also haven't figured out the AC in my house. I have such a headache. Oh, I found pants. Okay, I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to slip pants on. Nobody move. Guys, these are MeUndies pants. And you know how much I love MeUndies pants. Okay. Hold on. Bottom of my feet are sweaty. Have you ever had the bottom of your feet be sweaty? Because it's so high in your house that you can't slip on your pants because they're sticking to the side of your pants. Am I being relatable, or is it just me? Oh, dang it. Okay, hold on, guys. Guys, I literally can't put my pants on. Okay, I had to sit down. Here we go. I'm still here. Oh my god. This is awful. Okay. I'm on it. Okay, pants are on. I'm hungry. I can't breathe. Dude, I feel like shit. This is 74 degrees. I gotta get water. Okay. Come to Vernon Hills and come to my house. Yeah, I want to surprise people, but I haven't. I haven't been able to yet. Guys, did you buy my David Dobrik fidget spinners? What do you guys want to see on my merch? Like, what kind of merch you guys want to see? That's kind of... Remember we had that brainstorming session last time I was on here? That was the most convenient thing I've literally ever had in my life, was that brainstorming session. Because we talked about so much shit, and it helped me out. What do you guys, like, when it comes to merch, what do you guys want to see? Cheap merch. That's coming. It's coming soon. Do you guys want to see a ring? Long sleeve? Toddy merch would be good. Socks, pop sockets, sweatpants, shoes. I should do shoes, huh? That's what I gotta do. I gotta do shoes. Where do I set my camera up so I can just like hang out? Oh, no way. Is this an Arizona can? Yes, it is. Hold on. Bear with me here. If I played pool, no, you guys wouldn't be able to see it. If I play pool now, you'd be able to see it. Check this out. So I bought a pool table instead of buying a dinner table, and I think it was one of the best buys of my life. Why? Because who the hell eats at a dinner table anymore? Literally, who eats at a dinner table? That doesn't work. I can't play pool and do this at the same time. I was going to go through... Oh, okay, sorry, I'm not reading this. Pop socket. Okay, the reason I don't do pop sockets and the reason people... Wait, do people do pop sockets? Do people sell pop sockets as merch? Maybe I have this completely wrong. Who sells pop sockets as merch? Beanie socks. I have backpacks. I just added backpacks. And you can click the link and go buy a clickbait backpack. It's sick. There's clickbait and it's on a backpack. Jake Paul sends... Okay, the reason I can't do pop sockets is because Carly and Aaron did it. And the company I'm with is scared to do them because pop socket doesn't let you... Pop socket is like... It's like saying Kleenex. It's the actual tissue. That makes no sense. Pop socket is like a brand, and you can't sell pop sockets without their permission. And right now they're not doing pop sockets. They're not doing like mass production of pop sockets, if that makes sense. I don't know how they do it. A lot of you guys want Bailey merch, which is my bunny. It's kind of funny. Cheaper merch because shipping is $11. Yeah, that sucks. Liza Rock thing ring. Liza Rock ring shirts. What if we sold Liza Rock rings? And it was the actual ring that Liza had. That'd be cool. Letterman jackets. Those would be expensive. Don't even get me. Those would be like $120. I think bracelets, right? Would you guys buy it if I sold my green bracelet that I've been wearing forever? Maybe it says David Vlogs on the inside. People are excited about the ring. A lot of people are saying yes. You guys all say yes, but then that's not true. I'm glad some of you guys are saying no, because I know that's a lot of shoes. I don't want to do shoes because they'd be low quality shoes. Like shirts are easy to get away with. The sweatshirts on this website or with this company I think are literally my favorite sweatshirts to wear, period. I love them, love them, love them. What I'm not a fan of, I'm not the biggest fan of, what merch did I do that I don't really like? I wasn't the fan of Heath's, and that's because it was white. And I told them, I'm like, guys, I don't like the white shirt idea. But they were like, no, let's do it. We don't have a white shirt yet. So I did that. Guys, I have like a little pimple here. And I don't know the filter that Live Me puts on it, but it makes it look 30 times more awful because it's not like this. Guys, what if Liza auctioned off my tooth from my wisdom tooth? We put it on eBay and she auctioned it off. That'd be kind of brutal, right? No one would want that. But we'd cover it in gold. So it'd be my gold tooth. It'd be auctioned off. And all the proceeds would go to my pool. That's a good idea. See, guys, now we're thinking. Like the 1 million subscriber back. Yeah, so when I hit 1 million subscribers, my friend Alex broke a TV with a bat, and on the bat he wrote 1 million subscribers. And we tried selling the bat, and on eBay I think the bids were at like $46,000, or it was like $64,000. And then when it finally hit the time to sell it, the lady that had the bid at $64,000 emailed me, and she's like, "Hey, I didn't know that I was gonna win. I'm sorry. I was just making the bids go higher. I can't buy it." And it sucked because there was other people that bid right under her, but she bid over them. So I had to go with her bid, and I couldn't go with anybody else's. And maybe someone that would bid under her that bid like $5,000 was actually serious, and we could have sold the bat and donated the money. So we never ended up selling the bat, and it got stolen. I put it on the trunk on the hood of my car with a bunch of things in a bag, and this is at my old apartment, and all of it just got taken. And I came back. I mean, it was my fault for keeping it there overnight, but it all got stolen, and now we don't have the bat anymore, which is awful. Make windbreakers, bracelets, do some kind of camera. I already did a camera. Do a scared Liza merch, please. Liza, the thing about doing a merch with Liza is Liza's starting her she's not starting, but she's going to in the future. I don't know when she's gonna do it, but she's gonna be doing like a big, like I've said this, like an actual like designer brand where her name's not on it, and she doesn't want to like ruin that with like a picture of her or like a shirt that says Liza on it, because she wants to make like actually cool shirts. And that's a really good idea because Liza like actually can pull that off. Whereas me, I have to sell, gimmicky shirts with my name on it because that's the only way to do it, because I have no fashion sense whatsoever. Gabby merch with the I haven't vlogged with Gabby in a while, and that's because I just can't get over there, like how far she lives from me. It's just like, it's like like I used to live like right next to her, but now I moved and she moved and she lives further. That's why like Liza moved even further away from me, and it sucks because she lives like all the way down. Tesla merch, I can do that, but I think Tesla will come after me. Film the podcast, please. Guys, how many of you in this live me are going to the podcast that's live? And how many of you guys are going to come see it live? And then how many of you guys want to come see it live? Me. So there's like 6 or 7 of you. That's amazing. That's insane to me that some people are coming. That's so cool. So if I come to your city, will you buy tickets? And the people that are coming or that would wish to come, you guys do understand that it's going to be it's not going to be a boring show, but it's going to be just the show of me and Jason talking. Like that's what the podcast is. There's not much to it. You guys 100% get that, right? That it's just you guys sitting there watching us do our job. It's literally like me going to my friend's dad's office where he works at like a law firm, and they're just filling out paperwork all day. That's what it's going to be. And then I think there's a Q&A and a meet and greet for some people at the end of it. I don't care. I just want to see you guys. So I'm down for that. If you just want to see us, it'll be very, like I went to go see Jimmy Kimmel live. Huge fan of him. Huge fan of it. And then I showed up and then I watched Jimmy Kimmel live, and it went by like this. They shot it in like an hour. And I was like, how the hell did they shoot it that quick? And I didn't like him. And it took me like 5 months to realize that what I saw was the coolest shit ever because it showed how quick they shot it. Jimmy came in, he did everything he had to do, and he left. Like there wasn't any extra fat. It wasn't like vlogging where they edit out a bunch of stuff. It was literally just what you saw is what you get on live TV. And he left, and I was kind of like, damn, this was like kind of underwhelming because I was really expecting some new stuff. But I was literally there just to watch Jimmy do his job. Like that's what I was there, and like that's the same thing with this podcast. Yes, someone like that's how it works, David. Yeah, I know. I thought I was gonna be like really. I don't know. I'm just a kid. Sweatpants. This is what I'm coming out with soon. I'm gonna have, like the old Harvard like crew necks. They're like sweatshirts but without the hood and the matching sweatpants. I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do the crew neck that says clickbait, and then I'm gonna have the sweatpants that say clickbait. So it's gonna be like a joggers, yeah. So it's gonna be like a jogging outfit that has clickbait. How cool is that gonna be? It's gonna be sick, right? Clickbait and clickbait. It's like a tracksuit, yeah. It's like a tracksuit made out of cloth. That's gonna be really cool. Corinna merch. We almost came out with Corinna merch, but we couldn't do it because she left to go on tour, and the designs that came sucked. Like they weren't what we wanted, so we had to send them back and we couldn't release them. But backpacks are available. They are pretty small backpacks, but you can fit a MacBook in it. You can fit a couple notebooks and a couple books in it. But you could buy them right here. Buy merch. Go buy a backpack. We were going to sell them for $55 originally, but I went like, let's not do that. And guess what? I made it $40. I took $15 off the price, which is stupid. I shouldn't have done that. I think I'm going to raise the price to $50, and I'm going to say backpacks are 20% off. So it's like an incentive. I'm pointing the wrong way. Is this not where the My Merch button is? No. Listen, I'm going to raise the price, but I'm going to say it's like 25% off always. So it'll go back to $40, and it'll make it look like, do you know what I mean? Like I'll have the price cut. That's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm fucking thinking. Wait, the merch button's here? This is where the merch button is? Are you serious? It's not here. It's here. Damn, I've been doing these wrong for the past couple weeks, and I'm sorry about that. Why are you trying to scam the internet? Because that's just how we do it, dog. What was with my outfit the other day? I needed to put on pants real quick because Josh and Jason were coming over to film, and I didn't want to put on jeans, so I put on that outfit, and I apologize for that. Make sunglasses merch. Guys, is Snapchat dying to you? This is a fun thing to talk about. Snapchat used to be like the biggest thing for brands. And I get. Does anybody know how many opens I get on Snapchat? Like how many you would just assume? Like how many if curious? Like how many people open my stuff? Yeah, people are saying it's dying. No, Snapchat is good. I think it's still good. But a lot of people guess 30,000. Someone guess 7 billion, which is impossible. Yeah, I get 1.4 million opens on Snapchat, which is a lot. And it's nuts. And I'm so confused why people think it's dying because it's so many. That's so many opens. Like what do you mean? People are still watching my stuff. And now with the swipe up, how nuts is the swipe up thing that they're doing? Where you can swipe up. All they need now, they need for you to be able to click like the ats. So when I at my friends, I need to be able to go to my friends thing. When Instagram took over and everyone was like, it's not going to kill Snapchat, they were wrong because it's from like the business standpoint, it's looking like Snapchat isn't doing well, and I think they're being very, 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 very stupid, and they don't fuck with their creators at all. Like they don't care about the people that are on it. They just care about like their top 5 celebrities, like Kylie Jenner, DJ Khaled, which is cool, but it's kind of like a bad. Is that the real Jason Nash? I can't tell. No, Jason doesn't know how to work this. But yeah, they need to mess with everyone that creates on it more. And okay, so like they introduced the swipe up link and it was already cooler. I don't know, guys, sometimes I feel like when I talk, I get so sidetracked by these comments that I just stop talking about what I'm actually talking about. Toddy's merch say procrastination. Not enough people know that that's his tattoo. What if it says boy next door, or committed to commitment issues, or someone said language please, I'm sorry. A lot of people are saying no. Toddy glasses merch. Or what if it says the sexy friend? How's the sexy friend? How does that sound? It's hard to come up with a thing that like, oh, ew, no, people don't like the sexy friend. People hate the sexy friend. What if I do Todd's signature? Or like a condom? I don't know, dude. I don't know what to do for Todd. And that's why we haven't done it yet. His glasses and his signature. That would kind of be cool. His glasses and his... Yeah, that would be actually really cool. What if it's a picture of Todd and dressed up as Josh Dunn from 21 Pilots? Because he ran into Josh Dunn at Tender Greens the other day, and he said hi to him. And I wish I was there because I would have made it so awkward. Because Todd's a grown man. He's like 26 years old. 26 years old. I remember when my parents were 30. That's how old he is. He's 26 years old, and he has the biggest obsession with 21 Pilots. And it's the most terrifying thing. Like he'll dress up as them. For Halloween, he dressed up as Josh or Tyler, I don't know. It's just like, it's bizarre to me, but that's what he likes doing, and I support him. Do a live podcast in Houston. There's so many people here. I agree. I 100% have to do Houston. Maybe I'll buy Liza a ticket back to Houston. And someone said thoughts on the death penalty. You guys know my thoughts on the death penalty. I don't want to get into it. Shirt with the white glasses is what I'm going to do for Todd. I don't want to do a shirt a lot of people are recommending me for a shirt just with his abs. I don't want to do that because it's very tacky and no one's going to want to wear it. It's just going to be, it'll be like a fun, like, merch thing to wear, but like to school, like you want like a cool shirt. Like one of the coolest shirts I think we did was Too Much Scotty, because it's just Too Much Scotty. It's really clean. You can wear it to school. It has a deep meaning, but it's not like annoying. And that's what I like. I love Kristen and Scott's new merch. I really recommend going to buy it. It's I'm kind of pissed because it's not my merch, but you guys should go check it out. It's really cool. I Feel Weird, and it's upside down, and it's really cool. I like simple. You guys like simple, right? Do you guys like simple merch better, or do you guys like really cool, like crazy, insane merch better? Simple. Yeah, simple's better. Simple's always better, because if it's like, I don't know, if it's too much, it's too much. When does school start for everybody? Oh, guys, make sure to share this broadcast. I don't say it enough. And August 10th, August 29th. Do you guys stop watching YouTube videos when school starts? Because I know like YouTubers get like a huge, you guys don't, but like YouTubers get like this huge drop in views. Like I've heard some people get 50% drop in viewership, and I'm so scared because summer did well for me and summer was exciting. And now I'm going to lose like 30% of my viewers, and it's going to be the saddest thing on the planet when I see I'm not getting a lot of views. At the beginning, okay. That makes sense. I found out about school. I found out about you during school. Yeah, I know a lot of people. I stopped doing homework to watch your vids. I never did homework. I never did that in school. Do you guys cheat in school, or is that not like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people that watch my videos are very they're very like do it right type people that like don't like to break the rules. So, and I feel like a lot of you guys don't cheat. Yeah, look at that. A lot of people are saying no. Never. Why? If you don't cheat, why don't you cheat in school? Why not? I'm not saying you should. I'm literally curious because I know I cheated all the time. I've cheated, all the time. I cheat my GCs. It's harder to cheat. Too risky. I think that's the best part about it, is because of how risky it is. Because it's amazing. Like, that's the thrill of it. Every time I would have a test in chemistry, never, ever once in my life, I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but never once in my life did I pay attention in chemistry. But every time I would go there, it'd be like a fun game for me. It'd be like a game for me to see how I could cheat on the tests. And that's the only reason I ever did it. But I don't know. I actually got to talk about that on the podcast too. I need a pen and paper, guys. How do I leave a comment? Because I want to remind myself to talk about cheating on the podcast. Because it's literally my favorite topic. Tell Heath to look on Instagram. Heath! Look at Heath. Heath just went back to Florida. I don't see Heath a lot. I don't see Zane and Heath a lot because they moved to their house. This is what happened when Zane and Heath bought their house. When Zane and Heath bought their house, they looked around for houses, and all the boys. Let me explain this. Okay. Let me explain this. So all the boys used to live in one house. It was Heath, Todd, Elton, Scott, Toddy, Zane. I already said Todd. And they all used to live in one house. And then they got kicked out, so they had to move. And then Zane took control of looking for houses. So Zane and Heath went to go look around houses. And none of the places would approve them because of their credit. And they looked at like 3 or 4 or 5 places. And that's not how you do it when you look for houses. When I looked for this house, I looked at 40, 50 different homes I visited to find this house. And then Zane gave up, and they're like, we can't do it. We have to get an apartment. And I'm like, guys, that's not how you do it. And I was just like, I wanted to prove them wrong. So after they bought their apartment, I went to Jason, Todd, and Scott, and I'm like, guys, come with me. I'm going to find you a house. And it took a little bit of searching, but we found it in under a week. And then Zane and Heath were bummed out because they didn't get in on it. But all they had to do was keep looking. And my whole point of that was don't give up and keep searching. Literally, that's all it was. And it was like, I did it because I wanted to prove to them that, guys, like, you don't, it sounds so cheesy, but if you want to get it done, you could get it done. Like, it's not, I don't know. And now it's all spread up. Procrastination merch. I think you guys want procrastination merch? If it says procrastination, I'm kind of for it because procrastination is cool, not just for Todd. It's cool because it's procrastination. It's like a cool word. And it's simple. Procrastinate. A lot of people are saying no. A lot of people are saying yes. Procrastination, and maybe with Todd's signature. Yo, that kind of be sick. It would sell really well because everyone procrastinates. So it'd be like the talk of the town. You'd come into school with your procrastination merch, and everyone would be like, "Oh my God, dog, we gotta procrastinate." Also, my merch, buy my merch right here. It's all 10% off with the code clickbait, and apparently it's not here, but it's here. So buy that merch. Follow me on Twitter. Add me on Snapchat. My name Jeff. But definitely add me. We went to the movies yesterday. We saw The Big Sick. It's a great movie. I really, really recommend. I'm so annoyed by this weird pimple because I'm telling you, when I look in the mirror, I don't see it like this. I don't know what's going on. And why aren't people throwing filters on my face anymore? Is that not like a thing? I'm very confused. And what do all these diamonds mean? Oh, shoot, I can click on. Does that ruin the broadcast? Bella, you're my number 1 contributor. Thank you so much, Bella. You guys, make sure you guys share this broadcast because you guys have to do it. Put them on yourself. How does Alex Ernst make money? I see that question a lot. Well, he makes it through merch. So when you guys buy his merch, you guys are supporting him, and we get brand deals. It's Alex does it. Alex isn't like Heath and Scott and Zane, or even me, where he buys like an expensive car. He's very good at saving. So when he makes money, it lasts him a really long time. And he'll make money through merch a lot because we sold the table merch and it sold great. So he makes money from that. And then he'll get a brand deal from time to time and he'll make money from that. Can I marry Alex for the vlog? Guys, if one of you can win Alex over and have his heart, I would love it. That'd be impossible. People are saying Pookie merch. I don't think enough people know what Pookie is for there to be merch. Do you guys know? Who knows what Pookie is? I don't know. Me. I do. How did you meet Alex? So someone just asked, what's Liza doing at MTV? I don't know. I know she's doing something with TRL, but I think she signed something with them where she has to be in a bunch of MTV shows, which is really cool. I don't know. Do kids still watch MTV? Do you guys still watch MTV? I'm always like this like firm believer in like the fact that most people watch her videos, right? I don't know. No. See, not a lot of people watch MTV, but now people will because she's on MTV, which is great for MTV. Liza being on MTV, I always thought that was so strange where people go like, congrats on being on MTV. Liza, you guys should be congratulating MTV. Like, MTV, congrats on having Liza. That's a big thing for MTV to have Liza on, because Liza, like, okay, like Conan O'Brien, who's a big late night talk show host, gets like 400,000 views an episode, whereas I get 3 million views a vlog. So it's like, yeah, it's television, but it's not as big as the internet is, and I don't think it ever will be. So it's really cool that MTV got Liza. So I'm proud of MTV. A lot of people are like, are you proud of Liza? I mean, I'm always proud of Liza, but I'm definitely proud of MTV for snagging Liza. That's incredible. Someone called me Tubby Custard. Jet merch. Again, I can't do like Liza merch because like I don't want to. That's like Liza's thing. I can't step on Liza's toes. She's not in the vlogging world like we are, where I can make merch with Scotty. Liza, if she wants to make jet merch, she's gonna have to make it on her own. But yeah, I mean, unless she wants to make it with me, then I'm all for making jet merch. Holy cow, that'd be so fun. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off. Thank you guys for joining me. Josh Peck merch, I'm gonna do it. Guys, constantly tweet me ideas for different kinds of merch. I'm down to listen to all kinds of it, to all of the tips. I love merch. I love the different ideas you guys give me. Tweet me ideas for merch. I'm definitely going to implement some of them. I'm not going to Playlist DC. I'm sorry about that. But if this podcast goes well, I will be visiting more places, and maybe I'll come visit DC. I mean, it's bound to happen, right? All right, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tweet me at David Dobrik. My name's Jeff. I love Vernon Hills. Yes. I will be in North Carolina. Oh, and also, if you're an artist and you want to draw designs for merch, I'm all for that. So definitely draw designs for merch. Tag me on Instagram, and I'll send them over to the merch company I work with, because I love that. There's nothing cooler than that. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna have to bounce off. My name's Jeff, and go America. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I took a screenshot. I don't know why. All right, bye, guys. Well, no, not tomorrow. Sorry, 11 a.m. on Saturday. That's when I'll see you guys. Bye, guys.